I was asked, although I like to think that I was given the opportunity to go and serve in the youth camp over the summer. I wanted to take the opportunity to tell my boss why I was taking this time off and taking PTO, not just to go on some vacation, but to go and pour into the lives of young children that needed to hear the gospel. She and I had already talked about our faith before, and I knew that she didn't believe the same things. I knew that she was more into New Age and didn't believe in Jesus, and that's about as far as we got so far. But I wanted to take the opportunity to at least open that door a little further. A couple months before that, she told us about a diagnosis that she had where she was diagnosed with her fourth tumor in the same area, and two of the first three haven't been cancerous. The fourth one, she wasn't sure yet, so she was scared. She was nervous, didn't know what was going to happen. I felt compelled to offer to pray for her, which is not uncommon. That was a little bit of stepping out in faith, because especially in a work environment, it's a hard thing to do, to talk about prayer in general. But I felt at least comfortable telling her that I would pray for her, and she was thankful. But then I felt the Holy Spirit pushing and nudging, just in a way that I knew that it was God telling me exactly what I needed to do in that moment, and it was to offer to pray for her in that moment. And I asked her, "Can I pray for you now?" And she took me up on it. When I got back, before I even got to see her and tell her about the camp, I heard from a coworker that she got a clean bill of health. I saw her, I said, "Hey, I heard you got some good news." And she goes, "Yeah, the doctor said that they looked for the tumor. They were going to just make sure it was, not doing anything crazy before they did the surgery, and it was gone. They said they couldn't explain it." And without thinking, without missing a beat, maybe it was a wrong way to react, but I shouted out, like, "I told you I'd be praying for you." Later on in that day, she and I talked, and she said that she had never experienced what she called a spontaneous healing before. And I said, "I've never seen somebody have that happen either, but I told you I'd be praying, and God can do amazing things." And she expressed to me that she had been saying these mantras, more of the New Age mantra that sounded a lot like a karma situation, where she thought that she was ill because of something she'd done to somebody else, so she needed to be forgiven, and she was asking the universe for forgiveness. And when I told her it sounded like a karma situation, she goes, "Oh, I guess that's right. I never thought about it that way." And I said, "Well, that's the difference, is that I believe that we all need to be forgiven, but that just comes through Jesus." As terrified as I was more afraid of saying no to the Spirit. So I leaned into it, and I said yes, and just offered. And it's talk about paying dividends, just being a tool to deliver the gospel, because I don't know if she's heard the gospel before, but I know she's heard it now.